basketball action. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin, and we're welcoming you here tonight for the Battle of Carter County. Here we have these two teams, of course, both plagued by COVID cancellations and everything all season, and finally getting a chance to get round one of the 62nd District seeding for the Battle of Carter County. Of course, this should be a pretty good matchup here this afternoon, as we have the home team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Lady Comets, currently 4-3 on the season, and they're going to be taking on the East Carter Lady Raiders, and they are currently 1-3 on the season. And so, as we said, it should be an interesting matchup here today. Of course, both teams, as we said before, plagued with COVID cancellations, as a good portion of the bluegrass that's out there. That there is a lot of teams that's having a lot of having to cancel due to COVID. Both teams tonight having 9 COVID cancelizations on their rosters. So we're hoping that this doesn't affect play too much here tonight. Of course, as we said, the visiting East Carter Lady Raiders are coming in 1-3 on the season. Luckily enough, getting their first 3 games in. First of all was the 62nd District matchup against Elliott County, in which they played that one over at East Carter. Ended up winning that 49-38. But it's been a downhill slide ever since then, as they took on the 15th region opponent, Lawrence County, on January 7th, and ended up losing that one 71-65 in a tight matchup, and then having to go turn right back around on January 9th and play the number 1 team in the region in Boyd County, and that game was not pretty at all. 69-27 final score, that one playing over at East Carter. Of course, then after that, the Lady Raiders ended up going on a little bit of a hiatus on there. Had some cancelizations on there, in addition to the 2-week mandated by the Board of Education and Health Department. Both decided that they needed to cancel sports or put a pause on sports for 2 weeks here in Carter County. And so the Lady Raiders did not play from January 9th until February 6th, so almost a month down the line was the Lady Raiders were on pause. Of course, when they did get a play, they traveled down to Menifee County on Saturday, and ended up losing that game 58-30. So that, as we said, the Lady Raiders are trying to get back on the winning streak here today. But as they come over to John Hott Brown Court, they are definitely going to have their hands full with West Carter. As we said, West Carter is 4-3 on the season. They were pretty lucky early on in the season, and they got to play several games all the way up until January 16th. They defeated Round County here at home 61-46 on January 4th. Had their first COVID cancellation against with Russell on January 8th. Ended up get that one replaced with a trip down to Johnson Central, which they dropped that one by 9 points. And then I came back the next day and played Fairview here at home in the 16th Region All-A Classic. Ended up winning that one 59-22 very handily against the Fairview Eagles. That was their play-in game, and then finally they made it to the semifinals, in which they played that on January 15th, and they defeated the Menifee County Lady Wildcats 57-50. Then they took a travel down to George Rogers Clark for the Martin Luther King Jr. Classic, ending that one dropping that one against the Cardinals there, 66-53, and then they took their mandatory break. We did have the Raceland game scheduled for Monday, but Raceland couldn't make it, and so they canceled both the boys and girls championship game for the 16th Region All-A Classic. Went on a break until February third, in which the Lady Comets had their first district matchup, ending that one in a nail biter, 58-54, losing that one to Morgan County. But then, of course, they had another makeup game against Raceland. They're trying to get the All-A Classic in, but that one was canceled due to COVID, and so the last time the Lady Comets would play was on Friday, as they traveled to Elliott County and ended up defeating the Lady Lions by a score of 52-43. And so that is how the schedules have played out for the Lady Raiders and the Lady Comets. Of course, tonight starts it was going to start a long home stretch for the Lady Comets. Of course, here at John Hop Brown Court on the campus of West Carter High School, playing against the cross-county rivals East Carter. But then tomorrow night, of course, all this weather dependent and everything else that's going on with that, we have tomorrow night, should be senior night for the West Carter Lady Comets, as they're going to be hosting the Ashland Paul Blazer Kittens here at Hop Brown Court. Then on the schedule, February 11th was supposed to be a home game here against the Lady Devils of Russell, but that game has been transferred. We've switched venues on that, and that one will be covered over at Russell, and you can check out all the play-by-play action on that with my good friend Hank Bond with the Greenup Beacon, and we'll make sure that he's on, and we'll be sharing that feed to our pages. Then after that, the Lady Comets are going to hopefully try to get things finished off here with the All-A Classic, with the state All-A tournament being next week. They've got to get this game in, and so right now it's tentatively on the schedule for February 13th here at home at 3 o'clock, and so that should determine who's going to be traveling down to McBrayer Arena down at Eastern Kentucky University to play for the All-A State Championship. And so that is the schedules so far, and the outlook for the Lady Comets. We'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back here momentarily with some stats and some outlooks here on Mantis Sports Media. So we'll see you here in 30 seconds. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin. Welcome you all. Make sure that you do like and share our page. That way, so that we can try to get to as many fans as possible. Hopefully, people's been hearing about Mantis Sports Media, and we want to offer up this free service to everybody. And so, make sure that you like and then share our page. We're both on Facebook and YouTube, so be sure to check us out as well. We are broadcasting live on both channels. But we'll be back here in 30 seconds on Mantis Sports Media.
Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-00. Online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we'd like to welcome you back to West Carter High School for this cross-county matchup. As we said, this should be a good one here this afternoon. Of course, a couple players who to watch out there today. Of course, looking at West Carter High School right now. And the name that is on everybody's lips when they talk about West Carter has to be Allie Stone. She is leading her team in just about most categories out there. She is scoring a fantastic 21.4 points per game, and that should be 6.3 rebounds per game. 63 rebounds per game would be fantastic, but that's 6.3 rebounds per game. And then she is currently shooting 49.3% from the field and a whopping 92% from the free throw line. So she's going to be somebody that we're going to have to be taking a look at to watch here this afternoon. Of course, taking a look at the across the court on there is going to be East Carter, and the main number that we're going to be watching here today is going to be number 11, Alyssa Stickler, as she has been scoring 15 points per game so far. Rebounding 4.3 boards per game, and she did have a season high of 31 points in the loss to Lawrence County. So she's definitely going to be keeping her. We're going to be keeping her eye on her here this afternoon. And of course, we definitely going to keep eyes on everybody else as well. Of course, if you take a look at the East Carter stats, they're pretty well spread out. Like I said, the main standout was Alyssa Stickler with 15 points per game, but everybody else looks like their starting lineups and everything's scoring somewhere between 5 and 7 points per game. So West Carter is going to be having to contend against a pretty well-balanced team with one fantastic standout in the senior number 11, Alyssa Stickler. But as we said, East Carter will have to contend against Allie Stone, and she has been fantastic this year for West Carter. As we said, shooting whopping 92% from the free-throw line and 49.3% from the field. Of course, some other big contributors out there for the Lady Comets team has to be number 2, Beth Middleton. She's scoring 9.2 points per game, pulling down 4.8 rebounds per game, and she is currently shooting 53.3% from the field. So she'll definitely be someone that we need to take a look at out there as well. In addition to KCU signee, and that is going to be number 33, Callie Gillum. She's a senior this year, and she's scoring 6.6 points per game, pulling down 3.6 rebounds per game as well. So she's going to be someone that the Lady Raiders will have to contend out with this year. Of course, the Lady Comets holding their teams pretty close. They're averaging 56.0% points per game while holding their opponents to 49.2. And so has been a pretty close game out there as well. Of course, as we said, the Lady Raiders a little bit on a down streak here the last little bit, and part of that you can definitely tell is with their shooting percentages. And that's kind of be expected during this time period, with having 2 weeks off, for mandatory COVID break, having games, being able to go to school 5 days a week, and not being able to go to school, and now being able to go to school 2 days a week. It's definitely plays a mental toll on anybody out there, and including these players. And of course, probably this game a lot of time is the one that's trying to keep them all in balance. But of course, the Lady Raiders currently shooting 33.2% from the field. Not too well behind the 3-point line. They're only at 12.6% across the 4 games. And then they are 64% from the free-throw line. As both teams getting out on the court and the officials coming out, and we're going to be getting ready here to honor America with the playing of our national anthem, as well as the presentation of the colors by the West Carter Junior ROTC program. So we look forward to that presentation. Of course, the West Carter High School Junior ROTC underneath the direction of Colonel Hilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing until the colors have faces the basketball court. Thank you.
And as the color guard leaves the floor, we'll get ready here for the opening lineups, or starting lineups here by both teams. We're going to be starting out with the visiting side, the East Carter Lady Raiders out of Grayson, Kentucky. And starting number 10, Mikayla Wagner, a sophomore. And then the senior, number 11, Alyssa Stickler. And number 13, a senior, Hallie Swinigan. And number 40, Sarah Tussey, a senior. And then number 22, J.C. Green. The head coach of the Lady Raiders in his second season is Jeff Dameron. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Lady Comets. She said 4-3 on the season. And at center, the senior, number 32, Kara Jordan. And then a forward, number 33, as we said, the KCU, committed to KCU to play basketball for the Lady Knights, Kylie Gillum. And then number 23, senior Kylie Rayburn. And then junior, number 2, Beth Middleton. And then the junior, everybody's going to be looking at here this afternoon, number 22, Allie Stone. And the head coach of the Lady Comets is Faith Kahn. Of course, if you're wondering where the boys are at tonight, they are on the road to Lewis County High School as they're going to be taking on the Lions over there, as they're probably getting ready for tip-off, or as what we used to be calling tip-off, but not anymore because we have a pass-in system. And it looks like East Carter is going to get the ball to start things out for this first half. And now we are underway. West Carter starting out in a man well, it almost looks like a 3-2 defense there. Shot missed by East Carter, rebounded West as Stone's on the run, gets it over to Middleton on the side. They look it down in deep to Gillum. Gillum stop, pops, and it is good. So that basket's by Kylie Gillum, as West Carter strikes first blood here in the first quarter. West Carter putting on a little bit of pressure, about 3/4 length. And we're going to get a 10-second violation against the Lady Raiders. Couldn't get it over the timeline in within 10 seconds. And so it's going to be West Carter ball, as the 3/4 court press held off the Lady Raiders just enough. Nobody came down to help her out. Middleton up at the top of the key, gets it over to Stone. Stone has a wide open lane to drive. She drives down, looking to pass, gets it over to Middleton. Middleton tries to put up the shot, and no good. Partially blocked by Stickler. Stickler posting up, spins left hand, and good. So that's going to tie things up here at 2 apiece early on here in the first quarter. As we said, both teams have had some downtime and everything due to the 2 week. Good look on the pass there, but can't finish the shot off as Rayburn tried to put up the shot down the middle. But both teams, as we said, kind of plagued with some time off and everything, which really puts us almost like the first week of the season, or maybe the first 2 weeks of the season, with West Carter only playing 7 games and East Carter with only 4. And so the inexperience and the nerves still kicking in, and they're not going to be playing their best basketball probably yet for until about the end of this month, if you can. Good look down to the post to Beth Middleton. Gets the wide open layup and the conversion there for the Lady Comets, and we're going to get the first foul here of the night. And this one's going to go against Kylie Gillum, and that's going to be her first. teams first of the half. First shot is up and no good. Number 10, Michaela Wagner's at the line. Fouled while shooting, and so she'll have a second shot. This one's up. Rolls around and falls in. As we have a substitution now for East Carter. Number 2, Macy Moore, Jr., checking in now as she replaces out Swinigan. So 4-3, West Carter still on top by 1. Middleton has it on the wing, gets it over onto the side to Jordan. Jordan gives it to Stone. Stone drives in, and they're going to say that she was hand checked on her way. And I believe that one's go against number 10, Michaela Wagner. That'll be her first, team's first. As number 23, Jalen Steele, a senior, checks in for the Lady Comets. A little jockeying for position there. Bill Renzi trying to put a stop to it before it gets too long. Pass there by Stone. Gets into Stone. No good. Rebounded East Carter. That's Moore on the rebound, and she's going to be running the point for the Lady Raiders. West Carter definitely in a man-to-man defense. Wagner drives it in, puts the one head up. No good. Offensive board just about had there by East Carter, but she ended up losing the handle on it. That was Green. Just about had the offensive board, but lost it out of bounds, and so that'll be West Carter ball. Still 4-3, Comets holding on to a 1-point lead as Stone kicks it out over to the wing to Rayburn. Rayburn gives it back to Stone. Stone going to pull it back out, reset up the offense, gets it over to Middleton. Middleton gets it to Jordan. Jordan drives into the lane, tries to put it up, and she's going to be fouled. And they're going to say, I believe this one's probably going to be on Jalen Steele. Yep, that's what the announcer finally got to. Jalen Steele, number 23. That's going to be East Carter's second. As that second one doesn't fall for West Carter, but they have a now 2-point lead. Gets it over to the wing to Stickler. Stickler cross-courts it over to Moore. Moore dribbles it back out to the top, resets up the offense. And we're going to get an illegal screen down low. And I believe this one's going to go against Macy Moore. I believe she said number 2, the junior. That's going to be her first, team's third of the half. Gillum driving it into the lane, puts up a left-handed shot, and no good. Battle for the rebound, finally pulled down by East Carter. She gets it down to the corner, wide open shot there by Stickler, and she drills the 3. So that's going to tie things up here, give East Carter the 1-point lead at 6-5. Stone pushing the offense down, trying to clear herself a lane, but ends up getting it to Jordan. Swings it all the way around to Middleton. Back to Stone again. She's got that left-hand lane wide open. And we're going to get another foul. And we're going to get a couple new Lady Raiders come in. Number 40, Sarah Tussey's coming in, as well as Hallie Swinigan. And looks like that foul was going to be against number 2 again, Macy Moore. And that's going to be her second, team's fourth of the half. And that pass by Middleton intercepted there by East Carter. Stickler tries to go up. They say that was all ball. East Carter with the rebound, puts up a long 3, and good for East Carter. That's number 12, I believe, 13. Hallie Swinigan with the 3-point shot gives East a 4-point lead. And so we got a timeout on the court by West Carter. We'll be back here in, I believe, 30 seconds. So we'll see you here in 30 seconds here on Manta Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here at West Carter, where East Carter's in the lead right now, 9-5. West Carter just taking their first timeout, trying to slow things down. Gillum's going to drive baseline as Henderson checks in, and she's going to get the bucket, and she's going to cut the lead down to 2. Stickler able to get a hand on that pass to keep it in play for East. And we're going to have a block shot there by Henderson. Stone comes up with the ball. She's trying to direct traffic, and she's going to end up getting bumped there by Wagner. And that's going to be her second foul, team's fifth of the half. As Carter got to get some motion going on here, gets it to Stone. Stone drives in, almost misses the layup. Henderson on the rebound, misses the shot. Stone gets it tapped, but finally muscles it in to tie things up here for West Carter at 9 apiece. East Carter swings it to the wing to Stickler, gets it back up to the top. She's going to pop a three. No good, just off the rim. Stone with the rebound again. She's driving down, loses her dribble as Wagner had position, and that's going to roll out of bounds, and that one's going to go to East Carter. A whole bunch of twos coming in now for East Carter. Number 2, Macy Moore checking in, and 22, J.C. Green also checking in for the Lady Raiders. Minute 52 left here to go in the first quarter. We're tied here at 9 apiece. Stickler cross courts it just about intercepted there by Stone. They're going to get another three, no good. Gillum's going to get the rebound. She's going to take it down on the fast break. She's going to pull it back up. Looks down and wide open is Alexis Bond. She checked in and got the wide open pass there by Kylie Gillum to give West Carter the 2-point lead. Gillum contests the shot, and that one is good by East Carter. I believe that is Jalen Steele with the bucket. Gets things tied back up here at 11 apiece. And not for long because Bond drives in another basket. So it is 13-11. West Carter holding on to a 2-point lead right now. They're going to get it out to the corner, and big three there by Steele. And she's going to give East Carter the lead right now at 14-13. We're under a minute left to play here. She drives baseline, puts it up, and that is good by Kara Jordan. Gives West Carter a 1-point lead. We're about 30 seconds left to go here in the opening frame. Doesn't get anything on that one, but rebounded by Steele, and she shoots her by about 2 or 3 feet. Trying to get it out to Swinigan, but ended up going out of bounds, so that'll be West Carter's ball. And we're going to get a foul here as Macy Moore and I believe that's going to be her third here within the first quarter. She ran up and just about tackled Stone. They kind of gave each other, it's like, it's all right. It's basketball, it happens. And Stone puts up a floater, and good. Under 10 seconds left to go. She's going to have to push it down court. Stickler's got the ball, puts up a prayer three, no good. And so that's going to end it here for the first quarter. Our score is West Carter 17, East Carter 14. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on Manta Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
And we're back here at West Carter High School, where our score is West Carter 17, East Carter 14. West Carter will be getting the ball to start out the second quarter. So Moore getting herself into a little bit of trouble just to start things out here against the Lady Comets. She may not be coming back out for until after halftime. Stone now has the ball at the top, gets it over to Bond. Bond puts up a three, no good. Rebounded Green of East Carter. Hands it off over to Stickler. Stickler, it's almost best on best going against each other. Stone and Stickler taking on against each other. Kicks it out over to the corner for a three, and that is good for East Carter. That was number 10, Michaela Wagner. Stone brings it in, puts up another floater, and she gets another basket. 19-17, West Carter up by 2. West Carter trying to go into a half-court defense. That one stopped there by Bond. She gets it and bounces around a few Comet players and finally gets it in. Long shot there by Jordan, no good. Rebounded East Carter, and Stickler is heading down the court. She's posting up Stone. She spins, moves, and she's going to get fouled. And that one's going to go against number 30, the sophomore, Amelia Henderson. And that's going to be her first, team second of the half. Alyssa Stickler is going to be at the line, shooting 2. First one's up, in and out. Checking into the ball game once again for the Lady Raiders is number 23, Jalen Steele, as she replaces Sarah Tussey. Tussey been on the ground a few times here tonight. Hopefully she's okay. Stone coming up down the court, shoots a three, no good, and we got tied up, and she's going to drag her down to the ground. So this is going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to go to East Carter. So very strong play there by both teams to hold on for that jump ball possession. West Carter getting into a half-court press. East Carter getting some good ball movement around, gets it up top of the key, gets it off over to the wing. She fakes a shot, dribbles to her right, down to the baseline. They're going to get it back to Stickler up top. Finally gets it down into the post. She spins, puts it up, no good, and she's going to get fouled. That foul's going to go against Kara Jordan. That's going to be her first, team's third of the half. As number 22, JC Green, got fouled while shooting and will be shooting 2. First one's up and in. Cuts the West Carter lead now down to 1. Second shot is up, and that is good. We've got a tie ball game once again here at John Hott Brown Court. 19 apiece. Henderson's going to pop a three, no good. Just about stripped there by Bond, but Green was able to hold, or not Green, but that was Steele able to hold on to that rebound. Trying to look to get it down into the post. Finally kicks it out to the wing, puts up a three. That's off the side of the rim. Rebounded Gillum. Stickler is sticking with her right now as she finally gets the ball over to Stone. Stone drives it in, puts up a shot to no good. And we're going to get another jump ball here. This time the possession goes toward the Comets. Beth Middleton checking back in now for Wes Carter as she's going to replace out Gillum. Tussie might be all right. Looks like it'll be all right. She's going to be checking back in for the Raiders here soon. Bond drives it out. Finally gets it out to Henderson. Henderson pops it up and good for a three-pointer. So she gives the Lady Comets a 3-point lead. Gets it out to the wing. She's going to drive down, puts up a shot off the side of the backboard. Rebounded Wes Carter by Henderson. Gets it to Stone. Stone looks up ahead. Good look there, and basket by Alexis Bond. Gives Wes Carter now a 5-point lead. East Carter getting out the trap, getting over to Stickler. Stickler, they finally get it down to the corner, gives it back up to Stickler for a three, and that is good. Nice shot there by Alyssa Stickler to bring the Lady Raiders back up within two. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the half. As Carter's starting to get some ball movement around, Henderson's going to drive down the lane and gets the right-handed layup on the left-handed side. I guess you would call that the Brooklyn. I know you would in bowling that way, but she Brooklyn that rebound and put it up to give Wes Carter the 4-point lead. Good block there by Kara Jordan as that one heads out of bounds. East Carter with multiple subs. Number 14, Lindsey Bush checking back in. As we said, number 40, Sarah Tussie coming back in, as well as number 32, Savannah Adams. And that shot missed by East heads out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by the Lady Comets. Gets this one out to the top of the key, gets it over to Tussie. Tussie looking down in the paint. Nobody's there. Finally gets it to Stickler. Stickler gets it down to the side to Steele, and she drives down and gets the Lady Raiders back up within two. Stone fights her way in. Doesn't fall for a rebound. Stickler spins, puts it up right-handed, no good. Rebounded Tussie. And then finally Adams comes away with it. Stickler going to pop up another three. No good off the back of the rim, and we're going to go the other way here as Sarah Tussie made contact, I believe, with Jordan. And so that's going to be Tussie's first, and that's going to put Wes Carter into the bonus. Actually, that was Henderson that she fouled, and so Amelia Henderson is going to be shooting one in the bonus. As Gillum comes back in and she checks in for Jordan. 1-1 for Henderson. First shot's up. That one falls in and it's good. 3-point lead now by Wes Carter. Second shot's up, and that is good. 3:13 left to go in the half. 28-24. Wes Carter with a 4-point lead, putting on the three-quarter court press right now, and just about stole that off of the Middleton tip. Stickler gets it over and to Bush, and Bush is going to take one too many steps. She moved her pivot foot. And so that's going to be another East Carter turnover, and West Carter will have the ball with 2:57 left to go here in the half. East Carter looks like they're in a 1-2-2 zone defense as that three's no good by Stone. Rebounded by Henderson. She gets it out to Middleton. Middleton tries to cross-court it over to Gillum, and that one's going to be last touched by Tussey. And so it will be West Carter ball. J.C. Green checking back in for the Lady Raiders, as well as Michaela Wagner. Definitely like to thank everybody for tuning in here today. And as we said, make sure that you like us and share this video. I want to try to get out to as many fans as what we can, because we know during this COVID situation that not everybody's able to come out to the ball game, but at least you can join us here courtside, here up in the press box, and take a look at the court here from the comfort of your own home. And looks like we're going to get another jump ball here. And the possession's going to go to the Lady Raiders, as Hallie Swinigan is checking back in for East Carter. Comets still holding on to a 4-point lead. So far, East is staying on with Stickler's three-pointers. She's been drilling them from out in range. Good drive there by Wagner, but can't finish it off. Stone going to take it in, pop, and good. Gives West Carter now a 6-point lead with under 2 minutes left to play here in the half. West still applying the three-quarter court press. They give this one down to Tussey. Tussey working it against Gillum, kicks it back out up to the top to Green. We got bodies all over the floor. Gillum comes up with it for West Carter. Gets it to Stone. Stone gets it over to Middleton. Uncontested three, and that falls. And so we're going to get a full timeout here at West Carter with 1:22 left to go here in the first half. Our scores: West Carter 33, East Carter 24. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Manta Sports Media.
Why should young people? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others.
For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here to John Hott Brown Court, where East Carter is going to have the ball here with 1:22 left to go in the half. West Carter up to a 9-point lead right now. East Carter's got to find a way to start slowing down this Comet brigade, who's starting to fire on all cylinders here. Good tip there by Bond, but East Carter still holds. Gets that one over to Stickler. Stickler gets it down to the corner. She's going to drive, pops it out back to Stickler. Stickler tries to bounce pass. It gets there, but end up Bond takes it, but ends up she trips up, and that's going to be out of bounds. The ball's going to go to the Lady Raiders. Fortunately, we don't have our stats man as usual here tonight, as he's on the road traveling with the Comets here. So we'll try to come up with what we can here for our halftime presentation. Steele driving in. She spins, puts it up, no good. Rebounded Alexis Bond of West Carter. She looks down the middle. She had Middleton. Middleton, good pass there to Gillum, and Gillum puts up the layup. Now gives West Carter an 11-point lead. West Carter still in the three-quarter court trap. Remember earlier they got the Lady Raiders on a 10-second call, but Lady Raiders able to get this, and good strong put up there by East Carter's. I believe that was Steele Jalen Steele. And big three-pointer at the buzzer for Allie Stone, and that is a good way to finish off the first half here for West Carter. So that's going to put West Carter on top, 38-26, heading into the break. We'll be back here after we pay a few bills and everything else, and we'll be back with our halftime presentation here on Mantis Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here. But an awkward silence can be a great thing. It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down. Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
Oh, gee.
You all right, girl?
Oh,
you cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Susie Awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And we're back here at West Carter High School. As we see two of the big game changers out there having a good first half. Stickler has been able to drain the three for East Carter. She's got several on the night here, as well as Allie Stone. Not getting too much. She did have that huge three at the buzzer to finish out the first half. But her main strength is she's been driving it down into the lane and getting some pretty good penetration, really taking it to the East Carter defense down low. Kind of gives it kind of difficult because as they drive in, it's leaves typically one of the perimeter players available for a shot. So it's almost a question of who do you guard at that point in time. Of course, as we said earlier, East Carter right now on a 3-game losing streak, hoping to turn things around here in the second half and try to give West Carter a run for their money here this afternoon. Of course, West Carter only on a 1-game winning streak as they won their last game against Elliott County, and so so far on this season, West Carter and East Carter doing pretty well within the 62nd district. Right now, of course, West Carter, if you look at the RPI, is sitting right at 5th place, right underneath Russell, with their 4-3 on the season. They're 4-1 out of the region, and they're an even 500 in the district at 1-1. Of course, your top teams that's out there coming in from over around the Boyd, Russell area. Of course, Boyd County undefeated right now, a very tough team that anybody does not want to see right now because Boyd County is really doing a fantastic job this year, hanging on the top of the 16th region, followed by Paul Blazer. Then Lewis County at 6-1, and then of course Russell at 5-3, and West Carter. So that rounds out your top 5 here within the 16th region. Of course, East Carter, as we said, 1-3, but that one victory they had was a big one because that was a district matchup against Elliott County. And so right now they're sitting pretty well. Looking at other teams in the 62nd district, Morgan County right now 1-0 as well. Their win coming against West Carter last week. They're 6-6 on the season so far. Then Elliott County really struggling this year. They're 0-4 at the moment, and right at the bottom of the 16th region rankings. So looks like right now, of course, if you look at just winning percentages in the district, you got a 2-way tie between East Carter and Morgan County. But this is really going to kind of tell the tale here tonight to kind of see who's going to emerge as one of the top 2 teams within the district. So let's take a look out in Facebook land here for just a little bit. As seen on a post a little bit earlier, I definitely want to thank our star senders out there as well. We definitely do appreciate that. And I'd like to thank Christy Tackett, Coach Tackett of the West Carter volleyball team, sending us some stars this way, as well as Julie Perry. As we know, that's the mother of Ori Perry, the quarterback from the West Carter Comets. As he's making his tours right now, trying to figure out which college he's going to ultimately end up in. I've been seeing him in several different jerseys and several different school visits, and so hopefully he'll be continuing on his season as well. Thank you, Tanya Hicks Lambert, as well, sending in some stars here this afternoon. And as just a little brief mention, the stars are items that you send to us. Of course, you purchase them off Facebook and then send the stars to us. And that helps us to be able to pay our expenses and everything else, because we do have tournament time coming up around here before too long. And definitely want to be able to provide you as much of the action as what we can, because especially during this COVID season out there, we want to make sure that everybody can be able to see as much as what's available. And if we don't have it on the air, we'll try to get it out to you. We'll try to find it and get it out to you as well. But got some top fans out there as well. Tanya Rowe cheering on the Lady Comets. I believe Dylan, I believe that's her son, got second place in the wrestling meet. He had to wrestle his own teammate. I believe it was Sam. He had to wrestle out there, and as the Comets went 1 and 2 in that weight class, because yes, there is wrestling at West Carter High School, and of course I know that they need our support just as well. We don't have home wrestling matches. Usually they have to go away. I believe they were at Scott County this past weekend. Taking a look at as well, Judy Collins, good to see you out there. Thanks for tuning in here today. Selena Kitchup Bishop cheering on the Lady Raiders. Kathy Clark cheering on the Comets. And of course, Lily Hall's missing Avery Hall here this afternoon. Of course, Avery Hall, number 31 for the Lady Raiders, right now in the season's been scoring 7.6 points per game. Rita Bond cheering on the Lady Comets, especially Alexis Bond. Tammy K. Conrad cheering on the Raiders and cheering on from Paintsville. Good to see you out there as well. Roetta Webb cheering on the Lady Raiders. Rita Bond cheering on Lexi Bond. Louise Jordan Bailey watching in as well. Bonnie Baker cheering on both teams. It's been a good first half here so far. Francis Stamper Glover cheering on the Lady Comets. David Wilburn cheering on Wes Carter as well. And we've got several others. And if I haven't reached out to you just yet, hopefully we'll get to you here before too long, because we are back in action here as Wes Carter's got the ball to start out the second half. And East Carter pulls down a defensive board to start things out. Swings it around to the corner. She's looking for Tussie down the middle, all covered up by Jordan. Gets it over on the wing. Finally gets it down into the middle of the green. Gets it down to Tussie. Tussie working their way in. Tries to put it up, and she's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to go against number 32, Kara Jordan. That's going to be her second, team's first of the half. And Tussie will be at the line shooting two. So far on my foul report to take a look at, one of the few things I can keep, out there, but I've got Macy Moore down with 3 fouls for East Carter, 2 fouls for Michaela Wagner, as Tussie drains her second. Steele with 1, and then Tussie with 1, all for East Carter. And there's a good spin move there by Gillum to put for a bucket there for Wes Carter. As far as Wes Carter, they were all with 1 foul, Henderson, Jordan, and Gillum at halftime, but Jordan just picked up her second, the first here of the half. So Wes Carter not in too much foul trouble at the moment. They let her drive down the court. No good. Rebounded by Tussie, and Tussie's got it again. She spins, powers it up, and she's going to get fouled again. And that foul is going to go against number 33, Callie Gillum. That's going to be her second, team second, and they're going to put Tussie back on the line again. Brings East Carter now within 12. Second shot is up. Off the back of the rim, and that's going to be rebounded by Gillum as she chases it out, but she's double teamed by East Carter. Finally gets the ball there. Good court awareness there by Rayburn. Gets the ball out to Stone. Stone gets it over to Rayburn, gets it to Jordan. Jordan gets it down to Gillum in about the mid-post, and she puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to go against number 22, J.C. Green from the Lady Raiders. That's going to be her first, team's first of the half. With Kylie Gillum, as we said, she is committed to KCU in the fall. Hits her first one. Jalen Steele checking back into the ballgame for the Lady Raiders. As Gillum's second shot is up, and it is good. Wes Carter showing a little bit more pressure out there to start out this second half. Not trapping the ball too much at the moment, but just making the Lady Raiders move it around. There was a 3 there by Swinigan. She doesn't make it, but Stickler comes out. That one's off the back of the rim. Good rebound there by East Carter, and she misses it and gets it back up again. And so J.C. Green finally comes up with the points for East Carter. Way to stick with that on the boards. And we're going to get steps called against Gillum as she tries to drive baseline for Wes Carter. So 12-point lead still being held by the Lady Comets, 42-30. Just under 6 minutes here in the third quarter left to play. Stickler gets it out to the wing. They get it down to the post, down to Green. Green puts it up, and that is good. Cuts it down to a 10-point lead now. Stone gets it over to Middleton. Middleton back up to Rayburn. Rayburn hits Jordan on the high post, gets it to Stone again. That's off the back of the rim. Rebounded Wagner from East Carter. She's going to put up a three there, and that's not going to be good. That was by Green. Stone has it. She's driving in. She stops, puts it up. No good. Rebounded Gillum of West. Puts it up. No good. Stickler finally ends up with it for East Carter, and we're coming the other way. Gets the ball to Swinigan. West Carter still in a man-to-man defense. Gets it over to Stickler. Stickler gets it down to the post to Green. Green turns, pops, and gets it in. And so West Carter's going to call a 30-second timeout here as Tussey and Moore is going to be checking back in for the Lady Raiders. So we'll be back here in 30 seconds on Manta Sports Media live on Facebook and YouTube.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Welcome back to John Hott Brown Court. Someone we haven't mentioned here tonight, but it's good to see them out as well, as the West Carter cheerleaders. Cheering on their Lady Comets here tonight as the Comets are on the road to Lewis County. But it's good to see them out and see them participating here at home tonight. Gillum puts up a shot, no good. That's rebounded by Middleton, gets it out to Rayburn. Rayburn pops in the long two. Gets it back out to a 10-point lead. And they just about got that to Tussey, but that one was stolen there by Middleton. And Stone is on the ground, and she's there. She lost control of it. Wagner just about stole it from East Carter, but we're going to get a jump ball here, and looks like possession is going to the Lady Raiders. Coach calling a play, sending the point guard to the other side. East Carter's had some really good post play tonight by their center and power forward. They've got 3 or 4 girls out there that are doing a fantastic job in the paint. Stone drives in and is going to draw the foul. And that one looks like that one's going to go against number 40, Tussey. That's going to be her second of the night, team second so far. Stone rims that one out as Alexis Bond checks in for Rayburn for West Carter. Second shot is up, and it is good. As we said earlier, she's a 92% three-throw shooter. So she's definitely not somebody you want to have on the line that often. Cross-court pass, Tussey gets Stickler gets it over to Wagner. Wagner gets it over to Moore. Moore tries to get it down in the paint, but that one's going to sail out of bounds. She was trying to hit the steal down in the post, but wasn't able to make the connection. West Carter still up by 11. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. West Carter getting some ball movement around. Good pick and roll there as Beth Middleton makes the cut toward the basket and gets the easy layup there for West Carter. Good drive. Tussey now going to drive the lane. She puts it up, and fans wanting to foul on that one, as well as Coach Dameron, but they're not going to get it. here this time. As J.C. Green, number 22, checks back in for the Lady Raiders, but they're going to say that was last touch by Wes Carter. And we're going to get a timeout here by East Carter. It's going to be another 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in 30 seconds on Mantis Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here at West Carter. Cheerleaders trying to get this crowd fired up. Definitely a tough on a night. Of course, you figure on the East-West ball game that everybody be up and roaring and everything, but with the crowd just being so small, it's kind of hard for everybody to make a lot of noise out here this afternoon. But East Carter, I believe, calls their second timeout of the night, trying to avoid the 5-second call just a few moments ago. East Carter still struggling to try to get it in. Finally does, gets it into Steele. Finally gets it to Stickler. Stickler gets it back out to the top of the key to Moore. As we said, Moore had 3 fouls, and she's just now coming back in the game. She's going to pop up a long 2. No good. Rebounded Stone of West Carter. Stone gets it over to Jordan. Jordan pops up for a 2. No good. Rebounded Steele of East Carter. And good pick there by Kara Jordan. As she tries to get it up court to Middleton, but just about a little bit over her head and goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. Haley Swinigan checking back into the ball game for East Carter, as well as Sarah Tussey. West Carter still in 3/4 press and throws that one right into the hands of Stone. And looks like we're going to get another jump ball down in the post as she was trying to go up for it. But then turns around and just runs right into the East Carter defender who ties up the ball. And so the possession arrow points toward West Carter. Officials trying to get some room in there, make sure that play is clean. Good look down to Middleton. She can't finish it off. Rebounded by Stickler, and we're going to get a foul going the other way. And that foul is going to go against that's going to be against 33, Kylie Gillum. That's going to be her third here of the night, and West Carter's third of the half. So Coach Kahn's going to send in Henderson to replace her. Definitely don't want to lose her out just yet here in the third quarter. But we're under 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. West Carter trying to make a trap, but good move there by Wagner as she drives in and misses the shot. Just about rebounded East Carter. But they're going to say that Jalen Steele ended up with the push, and so that's going to be her second foul, East Carter's third here of the second half. A little miscommunication there between Bond and Henderson as that ball sailed right in between them. So there's another turnover there by West Carter. East Carter's going to take the ball on the out on the sideline. Stickler has the ball, gets it over to the left-hand side to Swinigan. Back to Stickler, gets it over to the other side there to Wagner. They left Stickler wide open, but that hit the back of the rim. Rebounded West Carter. Stone going to put up a 3 of her own, and that doesn't hit anything. We're coming the other way. East Carter driving it in. Gets it back out to Swinigan for a three, and that one doesn't hit anything. And that's going to sail out of bounds for East Carter. So it'll be West Carter ball, and we're just under a minute left here in the third quarter. West Carter still leading 47-34, so a 13-point game here so far. Stone surveying the court. Wanted to get down to Jordan, but ends up getting over to Bond. Jordan's going to put up a long two. No good. Rebounded steal by East Carter. Gets it down to the wing to a wide open Swinigan, and she drills it for three. Cuts the West Carter lead down to 10. Just about 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Bond getting the pick off of Henderson. She's going to put up a two, and that one's going to fall in. Under 10 seconds left. East Carter's got to hurry if they want to try to get a decent shot off of it. Gets it to Swinigan. Swinigan puts it up, and no good. And so at the end of three, our score is West Carter 49, East Carter 37. So we'll be back here in 60 seconds on Mantis Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
8 minutes left to play here on John Hott Brown Court in regulation. West Carter on top by 12, 49-37. Looks like East Carter is going to get the ball to start out the final frame here. And it looks like we have Tammy Jo Gillum tuning in from Myrtle Beach. Soak up some of the sun down there because it's definitely going to be some probably rough weather coming up here maybe a little bit later on this week. As they get it down to Stickler, and Stickler gets her pockets picked there by Stone. As Stone looks up court to Middleton. Middleton with the left-hand layup. She's going to drill it and get fouled. So Beth Middleton's going to get the and one. And that one's going to go against Jalen Steele. And that's going to be her third here of the night. As Kylie Rayburn checks back into the ball game for West Carter. Middleton going to be shooting the and one. Gets that one to fall. Tussie's now coming back into the ball game for East Carter. Of course, after the game, stick around with us. We hope to have an interview here by Coach Faith Kahn of the West Carter Comets. So stick around with us after the game, and we'll try to get to her as soon as she can come up this way for us. Stickler gets it out over to the wing. And we're going to get a defensive foul down on the in the post. And that one's going to go against Gillum, and that is going to be her fourth here of the night. Team's fourth. Gets it out to Tussie up at the top. Stickler has it. She turns, tries to shoot, and she runs right into Middleton, and she's going to get fouled. So that's going to be Beth Middleton's first foul of the night. Fifth of the half. Stickler's at the line shooting two. First one's up and in. Second shot is up, and that one is in. Stickler usually a pretty good three-throw shooter so far this season. Henderson gets it up to Stone on the wing. Finally gets it to Bond. Bond looking inside, trying to get it to Gillum. Doesn't get it to go. Gets back out over to Stone. Stone gets it to Gillum. She spins the opposite direction, puts it up, and no good, just off the back of the rim. Rebounded East Carter. Looks like that was Swanigan on the rebound. Coach Dameron wanted them spread out, trying to get some motion offense in. They're going to have to start getting some production here and getting some good shots. And there's a good shot at the top of the three. No good, but definitely a good look there by Wagner as she was all alone at top of the key. They get it to Stone. Stone weaves in and out and gets the basket to fall. 52-39, or excuse me, 54-39. West Carter on top by 15. Wagner tries to drive it down the court. Tessie on the ground again. A little bit slow to get up. Gets this one up to Bond. And so Lexi Bond with the layup. And so we're going to get another timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by East Carter, so we'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Manta Sports Media, live on Facebook and YouTube.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
So East Carter takes the timeout. Good to see Mary McKenzie out there cheering on West Carter as well. You're welcome, Brent Rowe, for giving the shout out to the wrestling team. We try to get as many people as much exposure as what we can around here, and I know usually wrestling, it used to be a sport at West Carter a long time ago. They probably still got some of the old mats underneath the stage, or maybe they finally got rid of them after a long period of time. But it looks like we're going to get another jump ball here at the court as Swanigan and Bond ties it up. And Peyton Stegall, senior for West Carter, checking in. But yeah, so West Carter did have, we're probably talking about the 90s out there. Of course, it's tough to say the 90s. I'm just thinking that's about 5-10 years ago instead of going on 30 years ago. So that's probably telling my age just a little bit here. But it's definitely good to see wrestling come back into West Carter, as well as most people don't know it as well. West Carter has a fishing program, bass fishing. As Stone drives and weaves in and out and gets the layup. So, we like to try to give a shout out to all of our teams and everything else that's out there, as well as, both teams. I know East and West has archery. Good three there by Hallie Swanigan. Then, of course, ROTC, another big thing here at Carter County Schools as well. They go into competitions. I know East Carter's got a fantastic program over there. Has won many titles, has brought a lot of hardware home for their ROTC program. As Stegall gets that one over to Bond on the wing. Gets the ball swung around a little bit, and that one's looks like we're going to get another tie up here. Jump balls have been plenty here this afternoon. As Michaela Wagner checking back in now for the Lady Raiders. You do have to wonder, with the time off, for the COVID and having cancelizations of ball games, if fatigue may be setting in. Because, if you sit idle for 2 weeks, it takes a long time to get built back up mentally and physically from that. And so she drives in the lane. That's Michaela Wagner. Gets in and gets a nice little floating shot for East Carter. Cuts the lead down to 14. Stegall gets it back up to Stone. Bond off of the screen, comes back. She's looking for another screen. And this time it's going to be picked off by Stickler, but she loses it. And fans are wanted over and back, but Bill Renzi says that that is tipped. And so we're going to get a foul away from the ball. And that is going to go against Macy Moore, and I believe that is going to be her fourth. As Kylie Gillum and Sarah Tussey checks back into the ball game for the Lady Raiders. Gillum driving baseline, gets it over to Stegall. Stegall pops up the shot off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded Tussey, and looks like Lexi Bond is going to get pick up the foul for Wes Carter, and that's going to be her first here of the afternoon, and team's sixth. As Hallie Swinigan checking back into the ball game for East Carter as she's replacing out Moore. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in regulation. Coach Dameron's about like a hockey team out there, getting the team subbed in and out quite frequently, giving his team a good little breather. Good drive to the basket there by Wagner. As it looks like East Carter's going to take another timeout, and looks like this is going to be another 30-second timeout. So we'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfast, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
And coming out for the from the break, East Carter, I believe, has one timeout left to go. Taking a timeout after that basket. Oscillating Stone on the side now, trying to trap her, but she weaves through traffic. West Carter still on top by 12. East Carter's got to get a defensive stop right here if they want to try to start chipping away at this West Carter lead. Peyton Stegall checks in and makes a nice layup there as she drove it all the way in from the left wing to get a right-handed layup. So Peyton Stegall on the scoreboard now for West Carter. Gets him back up to a 14-point lead. Stickler working Gillum on the baseline. It tries to get it out to Swinigan, but sails out of bounds. But last touch by Wes Carter. Casey Green checking back into the ball game now for the Lady Raiders. So as I said, East Carter's got to get some points going on here. We've got, we're in about 2 minutes left to play, and we're going to get another foul here by Middleton. Not Middleton, but Bond. That's Lexi Bond, and that's going to be her second, team 7. So East Carter is now into the bonus while they are sending Wagner to the line to shoot 2. That one's off the front of the rim. She'll get a second shot here with about 2:09 left to play here in regulation. Second shot's up, and that falls in for her. As we said, overall, East Carter's a 64% three-throw shooting team. But I think they've been shooting a little bit better than that, so those stats will probably increase up. Good look there to try to hit Middleton on cutting in, but she can't capitalize. So they're going to say that's a last touch by East Carter. Looks like Wagner was a little bit slow getting up. As we said, don't know if fatigue is going to be a major factor here going down the wire. And they're going to get Wagner with the holding. So that'll be 5 yards and loss of down. No, wrong sport. No, that's going to be her third, team 6. So West Carter will be in the bonus next time. Gets it out to Wagner. Wagner gets it out to the side to Gillum. West Carter running a high motion right now. And double teamed, and Stegall gets her pocket stick there by Stickler, and she's going to try to take it all away, but that is tapped there by Stone as she just about gets a clothesline there by Moore. And if my records serve me correct, and I see the scorekeeper down at the bottom, that's going to be Macy Moore's fifth foul here in the afternoon. And so she is just fouled out of the ball game with 1:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Coach Dameron's going to be sending in Savannah Adams in to replace her. They need to get 5 players on the court first before getting on. So officials a little bit premature on getting the ball to Stone for the free throw. First one's up, and that one's in. As we said, Stone shooting the one in the bonus. $14-point lead. Second shot's up, and that one's good. Kara Jordan checking back in the ball game for the Lady Comets, as well as Kylie Rayburn. So 15-point lead now by the Comets. 1:30 left to play here in regulation. NBA 3 range there by Stickler, and she nails it. Gets the lead down to 12. East Carter needs to start putting on some pressure, but I don't know how much is left in the gas tank of these girls. They're they're playing their hearts out there, but and we're going to get a foul here. And they're going to call this one against Alyssa Stickler, and that's going to be her first. Team's 8 of the half. So Stone's going to be shooting the bonus. First one falls. As we said, she is a 92% three throw shooter, so she is dangerous out there on that three throw line. Second one's up, and that one's good. 14-point lead now. With under a minute left to play here, East Carter's got to get some big points going on now. Stickler wanting the ball, but that one's intercepted there by Beth Middleton. She's going to pull it back out. They want to drain some clock, but she's going to get fouled. And that foul is going to go against Swinigan. And that's actually going to be her first here of the night for East Carter. And that'll be the team's 9th. And so West Carter will be shooting the double bonus from here on out. As Middleton drains the first one. And Jalen Steele now checking back into the ball game for East Carter. And she drains the second one, takes it back out, or takes it out to a 16-point lead, 66-50. Under 40 seconds left to play here. Just about picked off there by Stone, but Wagner tries to put up a long two, but doesn't fall. Slips and falls. Don't know if any moisture is hitting onto the court just yet, but West Carter's going to try to run out this clock. And they're going to go ahead and let this finish off here as we wind down. And so it looks like our final score going to be here at West Carter as we've now hit the final buzzer. West Carter wins by 16 by a score of 66-50. And so West Carter pulls out the big lead here and holds on down the stretch to beat the East Carter Lady Raiders by 16. And so that should put West Carter near the top of the 62nd district rankings. as they are going to be they're 2-1 on the season from the 62nd district. But of course, we know that Morgan County is still holding on as well. At the top, they're undefeated, but they're only 1-0 right now. So I say the Lady Comets has picked up that top ranking there. And East Carter, I believe they have moved down to, let me make sure I get my right numbers and tell you all the right thing. They're going to fall to 1-1 in district play as well. So we're going to take a brief break here. And as we said, stay tuned as we should have Coach Faith Kahn up here in the press box here momentarily. So you're watching Manta Sports Media live and on Facebook and YouTube.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future.
I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls. Oh, yeah?
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
You're looking at...
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here. But an awkward silence can be a great thing. It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down. Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
Oh, gee.
You all right, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Susie Awkward.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzing overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
The black truck?
Oops, sorry about that. Forgot the audio on here. Kind of switched positions a little bit. We'll get Faith Kahn up here as soon as she's finished up with Go Radio. We had an excellent night here tonight with West Carter coming out on top, 66 to 50. Good game played by both teams. East Carter held on to them for a long time. Until we hit in that second half, and that's when I think some fatigue started hitting in. As we said, with this definitely being a COVID situation, these players, a lot of times they don't get the practice time that, they've lost 2 weeks out there in which conditioning, trying to get them back in shape. And in tournament condition is going to be a task for really anybody that's out there, and we'll see how Faith Kahn's going to be trying to make adjustments to get ready to go here, because she's definitely going to be tested out physically here this week with right now 4 games in on the schedule. But taking a look just out in the land of Facebook here. Lily Hall, thank you very much for tuning in with us. Glad that you're with us today watching the game. Rita Bond, good to see you out there as well. Cheering on the Lady Comets. I'm sure she's happy about that 66-50 win by the Lady Comets, as well as Stella Nolan cheering on the Lady Comets as well. And Brent Rowe cheering on West Carter. And then hopefully I pronounced your name correct, Tanya Hicks Lambert. Also one of our star senders tonight, cheering on the Lady Comets, as well as Tammy Jo Gillum. Coach Barker from the West Carter football squad cheering on the Lady Comets as well. Our top fan, Tanya Rowe, good to see you out there, as well as another one of our star senders tonight, Coach Tackett from the West Carter volleyball team. Good to see you out there tonight watching our broadcast. Kendra Van Lettingham cheering on West Carter, getting them down the way. And taking a look from Brent Rowe, we were talking about the wrestling mats and everything. And yes, apparently we still do have those mats here at West Carter. And so those are the ones that was there. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Edwin Cook was one of the coaches for the wrestling team years ago for West Carter. So I remember that. Kind of funny story. The main real reason I remember that he was involved with that is that one time he offered my brother up some bonus points if he would come to a wrestling match, and that's when they had it out here at West Carter. So, like I said, it's been a minute ago out there, but we still do have that equipment, and hopefully sometime we can get some improvements out there, and hopefully be able to host a wrestling match out here at West Carter at some point in time. Kayla Lowe Stafford cheering on the Comets. Good to see you out there tonight, as well as Dave's Blades, David Bowling cheering on West Carter as well. Mary McKenzie cheering on West Carter as well. We've got Stella Nolan. And thank you again, Tammy Jo Gillum, from tuning in from Myrtle Beach. I know that the weather must be much nicer down there than what it's going to be up here for the next little bit that's coming up. Another one of our top fans, Jacob Schuler, cheering on the Comets, wanting them to beat East, as well as Rita Bond. You are welcome out there for supporting us, and you are very welcome that we're able to provide this broadcast to you as well. Hunter Reffett, good to see you out there and cheering on the Comets. And as I said, we are glad to be able to provide this service to you out there, because we definitely know that this COVID situation has been unique and unusual. And of course, probably enough from me right now, as we're going to get Coach Kahn here, as she's now coming in up the steps. She's been a busy lady here this afternoon and in demand. Let's see if we can get you framed out here pretty well. That helps if I use the right screen that's on here. There we go. So, Coach, good job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. What do you think was some of the big determining factors down the line?
Our adjustments tonight. There was a couple times we called timeout or in between quarters where we asked the girls to change some things, and they went out there and they did that. So that's a huge thing, to be able to make those adjustments in a game, offensively and defensively, come out in a quick timeout, 30 seconds, go out there and make that change. That's huge for us. Absolutely. The ability to adapt, in this season alone with COVID, adapting is the name of the game. Yes, all year. Yeah, as we was mentioning earlier, the game on Thursday being moved from here at home to Russell to try to get that. So adapting is one of the big names of the game. Every day it's just an adaptation to something else. And one thing, I don't know if it was just something I was seeing up here tonight or anything, but it looked like your team was very, they had the energy to go down the wire. It seemed like East Carter was kind of dragging there a little bit at the end. How is it that going through this COVID procedures where there's 2 weeks off and then, you never know if there's going to be a game or not, how do you keep your team, in condition and, being able to run up and down court for the whole time? Luckily, they are very self-motivated, so that is something that they want to do. Even when we were off 2 weeks, I know that they were running still, and they were trying to stay in shape as much as they could. So then when we got back, we were able to work on some ball things with a little bit of conditioning mixed in. So their just determination to win and their focus and just their drive on their own has been a big thing for us. But then when we come back, we go full court a lot. But most of it, honestly, is just their excitedness to win, their excitedness to play. Every day they get the opportunity to play, they're excited. Because every day we're not sure if we're going to get quarantined that day or if there's going to be game day. So whenever they get the chance to play, every time they are just so pumped. And I think that carries out to the floor. Exactly, especially for our seniors this year. Mm-hmm. This is a big, huge year for them. We know, fortunately, last year we were able to get through, the basketball season, except for the state tournament, of course, for the ones that advanced there. But we know that our baseball teams, softball teams, didn't get that senior year like they wanted to. Yes, and so I think these girls know that, and they're super thankful for what they do get, and they're excited every time they get something. Absolutely. So busy week this week coming up, so I guess we're really going to test the conditioning out there. Yeah, say we're conditioned. We'll wait till Saturday and see. Absolutely, because Saturday coming up, the All-A championship match. I know we talked a little bit about that pregame and everything. Yes. Saying that, of course, weather may be a factor coming in this weekend, and but we know that the game has to be determined somehow before, before Monday at game time, we'll put it that way. Before Monday, yes. So we're going to try our best. We've got Ashland tomorrow night, and then we're actually going to Russell Thursday, and them on Saturday. So we're going to play as much as we can, and hopefully we get that game in. Then hopefully we're looking at state next week. Absolutely, because we know the boys advanced last week against Raceland, and hopefully, we'll see a repeat on there and see two West Carter teams go down. Yes. Of course, you got the Kittens tomorrow, so any kind of expectations or preparations for that game? They're a solid team. I've watched them play a couple times, but every day we wake up, we're not sure if we're going to play or not, so we haven't scouted too much, but I know that they are a fantastic three-point shooting team, so I'll definitely have to be out on their shooters. We'll just come out and, we'll come up with the game plan tonight and try again tomorrow. Absolutely. Of course, we was mentioning, a few of the really good players, for West Carter, of course, Allie Stone. Yes. What can you say about her out here? Because, she's had a fantastic season so far. Absolutely. She wants to win more than about any high school kid that I know, and she does whatever it takes to win. So she makes some big play for us on offense, of course, and then that big play tonight, even when they almost stole it and she tipped it away. Those are huge plays that we need, and she's willing to die for that and get those as well. So she's a great player for us. Of course, everybody knows that. with her teammates, especially knocking down shots and being able to open her up. We look really good with her on the court as with everybody else.
Absolutely, because once you look at the stats a little bit out there, I mean, she's scoring over 20 points a game.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But everybody else is contributing out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know you got some teams out there that they're a one-trick pony, and
Yep.
If it's not them, if they get in foul trouble or something like that,
Yeah.
then the whole team's down for the rest of the night.
Yes. So luckily, I think when you have one team, you can win some games, but you can't win championships. So our girls are building around. We're making a really good team that can win some championships, hopefully, this year.
Absolutely. And then tomorrow night is senior night. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So we will have senior night probably about 7. So if you can't make it, join us here on Facebook.
Yeah, we sure appreciate that, Manta Sports Media. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. We got the ability to kind of do that this year.
Yes, it is fantastic.
And we're glad to do this for the players, because a lot of times you usually got to play the huge games that's out there to get people seeing some things, and we know that a lot of grandparents or aunts, uncles, and everyone else, especially nowadays with the COVID regulations and how many tickets we can actually provide. It does kind of make a little bit of a difference on who can watch and who can't.
Yes, they're super thankful to even have this. I know their families and everybody at home is super thankful that this is an opportunity for them.
Absolutely. And then just mention Kylie Gillum heading, I believe, to your alma mater.
Yes, she is. We're super excited. So we actually get to celebrate with her on Wednesday. We're going to do her signing Wednesday. She is headed to KCU to play, and I think she'll make a great contribution there. I think it'll be a great fit for her. And I think she'll really excel there.
Yeah, we've had some fantastic players from West Carter to go to KCU and have a good career there, as well as from Round County. Your alma mater as well.
Yes.
Of course, a funny little story. I guess people at home probably don't know too much, but we've been on the same court before, except for I was kind of up on the ladder or down on the floor.
Different sport too, yes.
Absolutely. So we started out in volleyball, and then now here we are in basketball.
Yes, it's awesome to have this.
Any final comments or anything?
No, I think we look good. Hopefully we can pull it out again tomorrow. We'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. And as we said, we're going to be having Ashland Paul Blazer, the Kittens, at 7:30 tip-off time.
Yes.
We'll be pregame right around 7:15. Yes. Coach Kahn, thank you for coming up, being in the Manus booth here tonight. Like I said, this is kind of a new thing for us here. We've been broadcasting the games, but slowly but surely been trying to expand out to a little bit more, getting into a little bit more interviews and everything else that's out there.
Yes, it's been awesome. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. As I said, of course, being an employee of Carter County Schools, I'm glad to be able to do this, for the community of Olive Hill, extended in our extended family.
Yes,
that's the big thing to it as well.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you again for coming in, and like I said, hopefully we'll be seeing another W up on the board against the Kittens, and then as we said, the Green and Beacon will be having the game on Thursday for the Russell Senior Night.
Yes.
And then hopefully we'll pull out another W once again on Saturday as take on Raceland. So as we said, the conditioning, we'll see if that truly pays off in the end.
This works out. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And we'll take a quick break here and have some final thoughts here on Mantis Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfast, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
And we're back again here at West Carter. As we mentioned, West Carter pulls out the victory 66-60 over top of the East Carter Lady Raiders. As we mentioned, our broadcast schedule changed a little bit from this past week. Of course, we made the change today as The February 11th Russell game is now going to be at Russell instead of here at West Carter. But weather pending, of course, this week, depending on who you watch and everything else, there could be a dusting to like 5 inches of snow. I guess I'll head to the grocery store tomorrow and do the test to see how much bread and milk is left to go to see how bad it's truly going to be. But we'll be on the air tomorrow, game pending and weather pending, with 7:15 pregame with the Ashland Blazer game. And then, of course, you can see the Russell game on February 11th at Greenup County Beacon with my good buddy Hank Bond over there in Russell. And then we'll be taking on, finishing up, of course, weather depending and everything else, February 13th against Raceland. And so we've got a full schedule this week that's out there, and we'll hopefully try to get as many games to you as possible. Of course, as we said, just double checking, seeing if there's any scores yet or not, but no score yet from the West Carter-Lewis County game at Lewis tonight. West Carter on a 2-game win streak as they defeated Raceland on the 5th on Friday, and then they defeated Bath County on the 6th, being Saturday. And so West Carter hoping to extend out that 2-game win streak. So for Jeff the Man to Sirwin, this is going to conclude us here for today. Glad to have you all out there. Thanks for sticking around with us, and hopefully we will see you again tomorrow for more 16th Region girls basketball action. This is Jeff the Manta Sport, the Manta Sirwin. Used to say Manta Sports Media, but Jeff the Manta Sirwin, and for the rest of the Manta Sports Media crew, Katie Irwin on the camera, Emily Irwin on the as the scoreboard muffin. The boss, supervisor Rachel, and our support crew of Sarah as well. And we can't do this all without you all as well. Thank you to our star senders tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow for more girls basketball action. God bless you all. Be careful and be safe, and we will see you once again here on the court at John Hop Brown Court here at West Carter.